Hi again, guys. It's me, Vicky. Me love Bono and Bono. Anyway, here's more layout shares for you. As I said in my other video, I've really lost my mojo. But about a month ago, I was on Mojo Overdrive. Like, I was doing probably 2 to 3 layouts a day. I was whipping them out. I just wish I could get that feeling back again. Anyway, here is a double page layout of my grandson. He's out in our front yard. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I am in Erie, Indiana. Okay, it's the craziest place where I live because it's perfect for me. Don't get me wrong. I am a city girl. I hate to drive. I don't like expressways. And we wanted to be out in the country. We wanted to be out of that rat race type of thing. But I also did not want to be stuck at the top of a hill, that is straight down. Like, have any of y'all ever been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and been up some of those hills? Oh my gosh, there's still holes in the dashboard where I was clung to that dashboard, scared to death driving down that big hill. It was a mountain. It wasn't a hill. Anyway, I hate to drive. And so I wanted to be like in the country, away from everything. But I also wanted stores, like a discount type of store, like Walmart, Target, Kmart, and a grocery store, and maybe a bookstore, and a couple places like that close by. Well, we found the perfect place, but I call it Erie, Indiana, because it's like on one side of the road. And by the way, we're not in Indiana. That was a show called Erie, Indiana, where strange things happen. On one side of our road, our neighborhood looks like total neighborhood, suburbia, okay? But on the other side of the road, it looks like farmland. Okay, so like you don't really know where you are. My grandson is sitting in our front yard, and right across the street, the women who live over there are like 99 and 109, and they are sisters, and they own this property, and they grow alfalfa, I think, or wheat. Anyway, something or another, my husband said. And they sell it to a nearby farmer. And he comes over a couple times through the summer and harvests this wheat or alfalfa or whatever it is they grow. I hate to sound like an idiot, but I told you I'm a city girl. Now I can spot a pair of Louboutins from 100 miles away, but I'm not sure what this grassy stuff is that they sell. But anyway, Nady loves to sit outside and watch the farmers work. In this picture, he was right in the front yard. They had just come home from the park, him and Dad. And he comes running inside and he says, "I'm have to get my camera." He runs and gets this little camera that goes with the talking bear that he has, and runs back outside and takes pictures of the farmer. And the journaling along the bottom. See how I took the journaling and see how I kind of made it wonky, and it goes up and down, up and down. It says Nate loved watching the tractor over at the sisters across the road. On this day, he ran inside to get his camera. Like father, like son. And I think the best part about this is I like that I just took my white Uniball gel pen and followed the uneven line of the pennants. This is from the Summer Fresh collection by Simple Stories. I always love simple stories, but sometimes it's a bit intimidating to work with. Um, for some reason, Summer Fresh was not so intimidating, but as you can see, there's not a lot of embellishments or anything. On this page, I drew a white line around this picture and this picture. It was very simple to make. Oh, behind. Can y'all see? Here, let me set you down. This doesn't even really show up, but behind here, this is also the jean paper from Simple Stories Summer Fresh, and I cut it out in a circle. You know, you can't really even see it much, so I probably wasted, 20 minutes of my life that I'll never get back doing it. But anyway, this cutout right here is from the collection. The twine, I do not know where it's from, but I ordered it on Etsy. I just wanted some nice navy blue and white twine. The numbers are from Prima. Can you see the burlap along the bottom? That burlap is from a private or a seller on Etsy, and I'm just loving the whole burlap thing. As you can see, there's burlap up here in the postcard. Now guys, here's another double page layout. Let me set you down. The pictures here were taken at the Cincinnati Zoo, the aquarium part of the zoo, back in 2010. I just loved how my son grabbed these pictures. To me, it seemed very calm. You know how an aquarium has that echo to it anyway, and almost like a calm, cool feeling to it. I think these pictures just that he took really grabbed that essence. And I didn't want to overdo, sorry for the reflection guys, I did not want to overdo the layout. I wanted to keep the layout kind of calm, cool, and reserved as well. I used white cardstock. I think that is Basil Avalanche. These are thickers I picked up from It's Always Fabulous on Etsy. I used my treading water or threading water, I don't know which one it is, border punch to put those little waves at the bottom. Here's some of those little acrylic flowers. I picked those up last year, guys. I cannot remember where. And I just thought that this trim matched perfectly. It's like a burlappy fabric with that aqua blue. I love that color. And I printed my journaling out using the computer. It says, every year Dad gets a pass for you and him to a special place. In 2010, when he bought his Camry, he received a free gold pass to the Cincinnati Zoo. On this particular day, you, Dad, Miley, Uncle Kevin, Uncle Nick, Aunt April, and Logan all went to the zoo. And this is Logan, Nate, and Miley. You'll see I put a little of my border punch up there and over here, and that kind of gives you that visual triangle. Very simple, easy to do. I loved how it all came together. Oh, by the way, I picked this up at It's Always Fabulous on Etsy. Guys, here's another 2-page layout. This is of my grandson when he was like maybe 9 months, 10 months old. My stepson is behind him. I used the little boy collection from Echo Park on this. And once again, it took some time to put this together, but it was a simple layout, and my inspiration came from a layout in Scrapbook, etc. magazine. And I don't know where that page is. I had placed that page from the magazine with my layouts, but now it's not there. But that's understandable because I did this over a month ago. The navy blue cardstock is called Midnight, and I picked that up from 2Ps. And I believe all of the paper is Echo Park, the Little Boy collection. I used a plate to draw my circle behind the picture, and then I kind of just eyeballed it, cutting the picture, which was not easy. But this was a simple layout. These stickers are from the collection. As are these. It reads Baby Nate and Uncle Ryan. You will always be my little boy from the collection. Don't you love when you can do a layout with just using things from one collection? Gosh, it makes it so easy. And I did my journaling in Uniball broad white gel marker. Very, very easy to do. And let me tell you a good rule of thumb: if you cut your photographs for a 12 by 24 inch layout, as I did here, okay, as I've done here, what you want to do is make sure to never cut your picture like on somebody's face. You don't want to have your cut going through somebody's eyeball or the middle of their face. This just clipped Uncle Ryan's head. One more fraction of an inch and I would have been in trouble, but I felt like I was safe because the cut goes right before his head. So when cutting your photographs, you just never want to cut through your subject's middle, okay? Anyway, on to the next. Now this is a one-page layout using Pretty Party by Crepe Paper, and what to tell you. Now guys, I know this is from the Pretty Party collection, this side, but I'm not sure what this is from. Anyway, it almost looks like the handwriting paper we used to use in school. But you can see I used my gorgeous stamp of the little girl on the swing. I used my Copic markers to color her in. I learned from Craftin' Kate that when you do Copic coloring and you cut out a piece like this, or you use paper piecing, it is a good idea to go around the perimeter of your cut with a black marker. And she's right, it just makes it look much more finished. And I think the funny thing here is the title is Resemblance, and then it says Vicky. This was me in 1965. And I was like, oh my gosh, I used to look like the gorgeous stamp. But it was just almost identical, so I couldn't help but do a play on that. You'll see this little bingo card is from Simple Stories Yearography. I used my little summer stamp from Dear Lizzie Neapolitan. That's the stamp that's inside with the mason jar. Those hearts were cut out using the Martha Stewart butterfly punch, the one with 3. I went around the edges with a pink memory maker marker, and it still looked funny. So what I did is took a 11 by 11 piece of paper, stuck it down on my layout, and splattered pink paint around the edges. I didn't want pink paint everywhere, but I think that helped it a little bit. I just knew something was missing. I could not tell you what papers those are. I think it's the boys collection from Echo Park. I'm not sure, guys. And I used my doily lace punch for the bottom there. I used my Spellbinders oval die cut for the embossing around the edges and the cutting of my oval. I drew in a little grass because it looked like she was just floating until I did that. And the stickers, I believe, are Prima. This is another double page layout. This is my grandson at the zoo. Once again, it's a different trip than the one where the layout of the aquarium. This is from 2010. I used, let's see, let me set you down, guys. I used the Midnight Basil cardstock for the background, navy blue. There are 4 4x6 photos. I used, let's see, the background there is from My Mind's Eye, Miss Caroline collection. That's the little labels from the Miss Caroline collection. You'll see I just grouped a little cluster of items together here. That's the Tim Holtz film strip. I used that with that airmail paper from Storyteller line. And I used my tiny attacher to hold my film strip on, and I just put a little cluster of some brads and round circle papers behind that. That brad comes from My Mind's Eye. I don't know where I got that little bird from. This little tab right here is from Crepe Paper Renovation, I think it's called. The blue paper is also Miss Caroline. You'll see this little cluster of things. Hang on. This little cluster of items. This is a button or badge, and I think that is from, oh, guys, I wish I could remember, but I don't know. I have bought buttons, these little badges, from Mrs. McCabe Scraps on YouTube. Sells these. I have bought them from Buttons and Badges on Etsy, and I just placed an order about a week ago. I still haven't received them, from a flare for buttons on Etsy. So I'm not sure where this come from. And you know, truth, oh, you know what? That could have come from the October afternoon badges. I don't know. Anyway, you'll see a lot of those are out there now. More papers. The red is also from the Miss Caroline My Mind's Eye collection, as is Our Many Adventures. More airmail paper from Story something or another. I just said it for Pete's sake. And I matted my 4x6 here. I hope you like it. I really love the colors. I love navy blue and red together. The pictures were just perfect for these products. I love when that happens. Oh, The little tickets here, guys, were also from the Miss Caroline collection. I just fussy cut them out. Over here, I actually added trains in the little thought bubble to the photo using Photoshop Elements number 5. Would you believe I still got a bunch more layouts to share with you? So let me get this one up and I'll be back with more layouts. Thanks for watching.